So, I am in Scotland. I was up here anyway. So, I thought I might as well kill two birds with one stone. And I've come to ask a question in an open meeting. An open meeting where you're allowed to ask questions of MPs. Only the public, the open meeting that's public for people to come into, has a police guard. It has a police guard. Not just a police guard there, but that's two police officers. This is because I simply want to speak to an MP. Two more police officers. This whole entire building is surrounded by police officers to protect an MP from having to answer questions. Insane, look. They've closed. This is a public building. This is a library that's open to everybody, that anyone should be able to walk into. But they've shut the entire building. Simply because their intel tells them that I'm coming to speak to the MP. Yeah, I see the board. And the reason I'm coming to speak to the MP is like most. Okay, yeah, okay. Like most in Parliament, so the MP's there hiding in there, behind that screen. Surrounded, a building surrounded by police. Complete waste of police time and resources. If you're being burgled right now in the city of Glasgow, if you're a victim of crime, which you probably will be in the city of Glasgow, then your police officers are busy. They're busy protecting a liar. This MP, and the reason why this has repercussions, what they say and what they do. For example, let me tell you, which I'll show my son, who's 9, was called last week. In fact, in the last few weeks, he had three young black males who were 12, he's 9, who were threatening to stab him because his dad's a racist. Man, remember that word, racist. Just again this week, my son and I got a message forwarded from my wife where my son says, "Daddy, people called me a Nazi today." Now, I'm not a Nazi, I'm not a racist. So who tells the public I'm a Nazi or I'm a racist? The mainstream media and lying politicians like this. This politician stood in the House of Commons and he said, Tommy Robinson is guilty. These are his words, quote, direct words. This is what he said. And the reason he's hiding now, the reason he's standing there talking to the police, is because he knows I'm not guilty of inciting racial hatred. That's what he told the world on TV. He stood, and I'll quote him directly, "It's a fact that Tommy Robinson is guilty of inciting racial hatred." Well, we have laws in this country, and I'm sure if I was guilty of any of them, I'd have been arrested. Oh, come on, man. Library shut, mate. There's an MP hiding under the desk in there.
That's who I'm looking for, the MP.
Oh, you're looking for the MP? What are you here to see him for?
No, it's a friend of mine.
Oh, is it?
Personal friend.
Does he usually lie about people, Joe?
No.
Do you think if he said, if he stood up in Parliament as his friend? Yeah?
Wait a minute, is this to do with anything going back to certain individuals sending letters or phone calls?
No, he's been lying more, has he?
No,
he has a history of this, does he?
No, I'm just asking you.
I'll tell you what he done. So he stood up.
No, I take it you're a reporter, yeah.
I'm a reporter, yeah. So I'll tell you what he done. He stood up in Parliament.
Yeah.
Now, say this was about you. Yeah?
Right.
He stood up and he said, "It is a fact that this man is guilty." Yeah? And he said the man is guilty of a crime that he's never been tried, arrested or convicted of. It's not a fact. The man's not guilty. He's never been charged or arrested on it. But he stood and told the whole world, whilst in Parliament,
What one was that?
he said that Tommy Robinson was guilty of inciting racial hatred.
I can't get involved with Tommy Robertson.
Why can't you get involved with Tommy Robinson? Why are you running away? Why are you running away? You're not allowed in, mate. There's nowhere to run. You are. You just legged it up the stairs as soon as you heard the word Tommy Robinson. But if you're Stuart's friend, officer, mate, if you're Stuart's friend, could you just pass Stuart a message from me? I'm Tommy Robinson. Of course you can, mate. Yeah. Tell him. Can you just tell him, please don't lie about people when you have a responsible position as a member of Parliament. Don't stand and talk utter lies under your parliamentary privilege. Ah, there's the police. Look, I've got a statement. I've got a statement. He's still in there. Still hiding. Come on, Stuart. Mr. McDonald, you're upsetting your constituents, and as you can see, lots of them like me. How gutted must that be for you, McDonald? Unless, of course, your whole constituency is full of extreme racist bigots. No? There's a headline, the headline of today's newspaper. MP hides under desk as journalist attempts to question him. Officer, if he just gives me 2 minutes, I'll leave. I'll happily leave.
Please don't follow me.
Am I allowed to?
No.
Am I not?
So if you follow me and film the conversation I'm about to have with my colleague, then I'll consider you obstructing me.
Obstructing you?
Yes.
If I film you, you'll consider I'm obstructing.
You can film me. No, I don't have a problem with you filming me, but I'm not having you film the conversation.
Okay, officer. That's fine.
Okay, if you
That's
don't
fine.
mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Stand forward.
No problem. I'm actually allowed to film him. I won't, because I can't be bothered to spend any more time in prison. So any excuse. Oh, here comes the officers. They're all getting out now. Here come. I think they're going to bring him out with a big blanket over his head. Oh, are you the boss? Oh yeah, you've got 2 strikes. Officer, can you just tell him that if he comes outside for 5 minutes, I'll leave. I'll leave. It's a complete waste of police resources. There's people standing over here waiting to use the library. There's young children that have been turned away. And there's a coward under his desk. And there's 7,400 people watching this live. Give it a share. What's that? Do you want some heat? No, I'm good, thank you very much. Do you want some heat? Oh! Come on, Mr. McDonald.
Please don't follow me.
Am I allowed to?
No.
Am I not?
So if you follow me and film the conversation I'm about to have with my colleague, then I'll consider you obstructing me.
Obstructing you?
Yes.
If I film you, you'll consider I'm obstructing.
You can film me. No, I don't have a problem with you filming me, but I'm not having you film the conversation.
Okay, officer. That's fine.
Okay, if you
That's
don't
fine.
mind.
Yeah, no problem.
Stand forward.
No problem. I'm actually allowed to film him. I won't, because I can't be bothered to spend any more time in prison. So any excuse. Oh, here comes the officers. They're all getting out now. Here come. I think they're going to bring him out with a big blanket over his head. Oh, are you the boss? Oh yeah, you've got 2 strikes. Officer, can you just tell him that if he comes outside for 5 minutes, I'll leave. I'll leave. It's a complete waste of police resources. There's people standing over here waiting to use the library. There's young children that have been turned away. And there's a coward under his desk. So. Usually work as bouncers, do you, lads? If I was you, I'd be angry that this is what you're being asked to do. When we all know there's actual criminals out there committing crime right now in this city. and you're guarding the steps to a library, preventing ordinary members of the public entering, told some children to go away. Hey! Lizzie Dearden from The Independent will definitely run a story on this, and it'll be all about how the far-right extremists come to Scotland to terrorise the law-abiding MP, and how I prevented. It's my fault that people couldn't bring their books back. It's my fault. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Here we go. Miss McDonald, can I just ask you a few questions, please? Can I just ask you a few questions? You said in the House of Commons, you stood and you said it was a fact. Excuse me, can you just answer a couple of questions? You said it was a fact. Excuse me, can you just answer a couple of questions? What is this? What is this about? Why won't you just answer two simple questions? You lied about me in public. You, sir, are a loathsome, obnoxious, repellent individual. In the words of Burko, Mr. McDonald, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the coward MP.